Hi folks, I've done this video-ish before, so therefore I'm revisiting a subject, I suppose. I just watched the video of George Michael performing outside at some concert many years ago. I don't know what concert it was. Let's have a look. It was Wembley 2007. Right. Now, that song, I spoke about people who want to be good little Christians and they won't listen to worldly songs. Most churchy people would hate that song with a passion, because that song is talking partly about him getting arrested for having gay sex in a public toilet. But actually what that song is more talking about is talking about that event, because that was the culmination of what was happening with him. He lost the only person that he had truly loved. And yeah, that affected him in a huge way. And it ended with him, basically doing things that, if he'd been gay all that time, since a young man, why had he not got arrested for having sex in a public toilet beforehand? Why then? But again, when you understand the context of the song, of his life at the time, and why he made the decisions, it's similar in a way to Freddie Mercury going to Germany and going to all the gay clubs there and catching AIDS. Well, being infected by AIDS through his own reckless behaviour at a time when he had a falling out with Queen. So, his strength, his support system had gone. Both of them acted recklessly. One got AIDS, another got a song. And I like the song. The reason why I like the song is it's got a good rhythm, and because he's speaking about where he was in that. When he's saying the song, I'm nothing but flesh and bone, because that's how he felt. Because he had lost the one person that he had loved. And so therefore, he was broken by that. And when you're broken by that, you feel empty. And when you feel empty, then, it's perfectly normal for people to react in ways that are a bit out of character. And so therefore, I have no problem with that song in any way, shape or form. He's used music to tell the story. Rather than be ashamed of it, he said, okay, this is what happened. I've seen interviews where he's talked about it and he's joked about it. And in a way, that's great. I don't mind that in any way, shape or form. Yes, he got arrested. And so what? They had a sting operation because at the time there was still a lot of hatred towards homosexuals. So, in the end, the police were trying to catch homosexuals in the act, and they were luring them, tempting them. Okay. They found someone who was broken. It can happen. And so, he jokes about it, and in his song, I suppose it's therapy. In a way, it's therapy. And it's a good song for other people. If you're in a position where you've been broken and you've reacted a bit out of character, that song is great for you. Tells you that it ain't just you. He did it as well. But as I say, all these people who would get offended by that, by a song, it's insane. It truly is insane. Yeah. And as I say, these people who have tried so hard to be good little Christians and not listen to music that could be from the devil. They just don't understand joy. Yeah, okay, look. Some of the videos, I think, outside the actual video to that song is a little bit pushing homosexuality. He did a song called Freak, and in that one, yeah, there's a lot of okay, right, in the video, and yeah, don't watch the video. There's a lot of videos to songs that the videos are quite, questionable. Done for, to cause offence. Yeah. There's a lot of videos that are done to actually cause offence. And so, avoid the video, but a song. It's just, a song is a poem that people are singing. There's music. And rather than spoken, it's sung. Generally speaking, it's a song. And so, there's nothing to be offended by about a song. I don't think I've ever heard a song that I got offended by. Relax by Frankie Goes to Hollywood offended a lot of people. Yeah. I didn't find it offensive. I didn't find it offensive because there really wasn't anything. Well, I was young at the time, that's one thing. If I'd have been a bit older, maybe I would have been a bit more offended by it. Because that is a song that, when you think about it, that is pretty much to the point. But, again, the video, to relax, because it was all men, it was promoting homosexuality. But if you just listen to the song itself, it's promoting sex. Because the song doesn't necessarily talk about anal sex. The video does suggest it because it's just men, pretty much in the video. And so, but don't watch the video. Again, that's the point. You don't have to watch the video. Listen to the song, understand the song at the time. Again, Frankie Goes to Hollywood. Right. You're in a situation where homosexuality has been illegal. People are being put in prison for it. And it's coming to the point where, with that little push, it's becoming legal. Right? So that song, Relax, was very important in that move. And so when you understand it with the context it was in, then you say, okay. It becomes a far better song when you understand it from that point of view. But again, this whole point that we're supposed to live a life where we're so comfortable, where we ignore things that offend us. No. We should face things that offend us and deal with it, talk about it, understand it in a bit more detail, so at least we don't get so offended by it or by stupidity, because there's so much of that. So there you go. You take care. Bye bye.